The Galactic Assembly had seen many species rise and fall over the millennia, but none had puzzled them quite like the humans. These strange bipeds from the third planet of an unremarkable yellow star had joined the galactic community with enthusiasm, offering trade partnerships, cultural exchanges, and scientific collaboration. The hegemony of Kralthak found this nauseating. Supreme War Master Vexlon stood before the assembled delegates, his four arms gesturing dramatically as he delivered his ultimatum. The reptilian giant's scales gleamed under the chamber's artificial lights, his predatory eyes scanning the room with contempt. "These humans are a cancer upon our galaxy," he hissed, his translator converting the guttural sounds into standard galactic. "They spread their weakness like a plague: diplomacy, compassion, cooperation. They make our warrior races soft with their talk of peaceful solutions." The human delegation sat quietly in their assigned section. Ambassador Elena Rodriguez maintained her diplomatic composure, but her aide, Colonel Michael Harrison, noticed the subtle shift in her posture. 20 years of military service before his diplomatic career had taught him to read such signs. Vexlon continued his tirade. "The Kralthak hegemony demands the immediate withdrawal of humanity from all contested systems. You will abandon your colonies in the Vega sector and submit to our authority, or we will demonstrate why we are the galaxy's apex predators." The chamber erupted in nervous chittering and electronic translations. Several species had fallen to the hegemony's brutal campaigns over the past century. Their war fleets were legendary, their soldiers bred for conquest. Ambassador Rodriguez stood slowly, her slight frame dwarfed by the towering alien delegates around her. When she spoke, her voice carried clearly through the chamber's acoustics. "War Master Vexlon," she began, her tone measured and diplomatic. "Humanity has always preferred negotiation to conflict. We believe there's room in this galaxy for all of us to prosper together." The War Master's laugh was a sound like grinding metal. "Prosper? You mistake our mercy for weakness, little human. Your species has never faced true war. You play at conflict on your single world while we conquered star systems." Rodriguez nodded thoughtfully. "You're right that we've been fortunate. Most of our conflicts have been contained, local affairs." She paused, seeming to consider her next words carefully. "But I should clarify something about human nature, War Master." The chamber fell silent. "When we say we prefer peace, that doesn't mean we're incapable of war. It means we understand its true cost." Her voice hardened slightly. "We've studied your campaigns, your tactics, your victories over species who fought with honor and nobility." Vexlon's eyes narrowed. And we've noticed something interesting. Every species you've conquered fought the way they thought war should be fought. Clean battles between fleets, honorable ground engagements, rules of engagement." Rodriguez smiled, but there was no warmth in it. How refreshingly civilized of them. Colonel Harrison suppressed a grin. He recognized the tone from their classified briefings about humanity's darker chapters, the wars their species preferred not to discuss in polite galactic company. "You want to know about human war, War Master?" Rodriguez continued. "We don't just fight armies. We fight ideas. We don't just conquer planets. We reshape them. When we went to war on our own world, we didn't just defeat enemies. We erased the very concept of their existence from history." The chamber's atmosphere grew tense. Several delegates shifted uncomfortably in their seats. "We've never brought total war to the stars, Vexlon, because we've never needed to. But if you insist on learning what human warfare actually looks like..." Rodriguez's diplomatic mask finally slipped, revealing something that made even the War Master step back involuntarily. "You want war? We'll give you a war." The words echoed through the chamber with quiet finality. In that moment, the assembled delegates glimpsed something they'd never seen before. Not the peaceful, cooperative humans they'd grown accustomed to, but the descendants of a species that had turned warfare into an art form, then chose to set it aside. The hegemony of Kralthak discovered, too late, why humanity had been so eager to embrace peace. They had already perfected the alternative. 6 months later, the Kralthak homeworld surrendered unconditionally. No shots had been fired, no fleets had engaged, no planets had been invaded. The humans had simply shown them what total war actually meant. And the galaxy learned that sometimes the most dangerous species are those who choose mercy not from weakness, but from strength.